What's happening, people of YouTube? Just doing another wee video of my work. I know thought I'd do a wee video kinda in reply to a video that I watched. Somebody kinda having a few issues going round in circles. It's a lovely day here in G-Town, Glasgow. Lovely sunny day. So the topic of the day's video is we'll head up this way. So the video I watched, I think he was a French guy, and he said he was making money, losing money back at break even. So going round in circles basically. It kind of sounds as if he's actually a break even trader, and he knows a wee bit about it. Well, probably more than a wee bit. So he's on the right path. He's probably got another 6 months, a year, before he's where he wants to be. I like got that way, but I don't want to walk up that big hill. So, it sounds as if he's about 6 months to a year for where he actually wants to be with his trading. Which is, it seems a long time, but in trading terms it isn't, because you've got so much to develop and still learn, and it can take between 3 and 5 years, in my opinion, to become a profitable trader and have the right mindset and technical abilities to actually do it. So I'm on year 3 and I'm slightly edging into being a profitable trader. So I'm still break even, I guess. I'm still, it's like levels. So in my experience, or in my thinking, there's 3 levels of being a trader. The first is losing money. So level 1, you're losing money, blowing accounts, psychology's all fucked, over trading. You don't know what you're actually looking for on the charts, and you're basically just fucking fucking about. Day 1, learning, going round in circles. And then there's stage 2, which is break even. So you've found a strategy, but you can't quite figure it out. Your psychology's still a bit fucked up, so you're over trading, you're taking setups that aren't there, you're entering shitty positions, which are still dead from time to time. Enter too late, and the RR's a bit fucked. But but you're pretty much break even. So you're yo-yoing between the account balance start, to say 100 grand, and then maybe 2 or 3 grand profit, and then you're going back to break even. So you're yo-yoing between all that. I'll head up this way. It's less of a hole, so can't be fucked with holes today. I'm a bit tired. So you're yo-yoing between 2 or 3% and then break even. And I think most people actually fail in this bit because it can drag out for a long time, the break-even stage. But if you persevere with it and deal with the work, deal with the development that's required to get past it, then stage 3 is inevitable, which is profitability. There's probably, between the 3 stages, there's probably like micro stages in between them. So again, you could probably break them up into different wee stages. So it's just like a whole learning development process that you need to go through to actually get to stage 3 and stay at that stage once you're there. Because obviously people can get to stage 3, be profitable, and then end up back at stage 2 if they get over emotional and, like, say somebody's fucking made their first 10 grand and then they get over emotional when it's in the account. Can they consistently do that? Can they consistently pull 10 grand a week out the market? Or 10 grand a month? Or are you just got to do it once and that's it? Because that would be yo-yoing between stage 2 and 3. They could have the 10 grand in the account and then they've got the waiting period to cash out, but they don't wait for the whatever period of time it is, and then they start digging into that percentage again. So it's a whole development process going between stage 1 and the micro stages in between stage 1 and stage 2, and then the micro stages between stage 2 and stage 3. It really depends on how deep you want to go with it and what you actually think of each stage, I guess, and how you want to develop. But everybody will develop at a different time, and it's just 2 people could start at the same time. Somebody could be profitable in 6 months and somebody could be profitable in 6 years. So it's really how your mind sees the stages and deals with them and learns. But apart from that, then once you're at stage 3 and you're consistent, so you've got a strategy that you know works at a period of time. It's not going to work every single time because it's impossible for that to happen. The market's rigged in such a way that it can't happen. So you will take, just say 100 trades, and maybe if you've got it to a level required, which is only 50%, but if you're above that 60 to 70%, then you're profitable. Do you know what I mean? You're making enough money to mitigate the losses, and the profits are higher than the losses. It's a beautiful day out here, man. That helicopter kicking about the sky, I don't know if you can see it. I love coming up this park. Clears the heat. Helps with psychology of trading. Another thing is, I think once you see the possibilities of trading and you understand that it can, like how powerful it is, I think you're fucked in terms of quitting. I think you're going to actually try and become the trader for the rest of your life, regardless of how long it takes. Because why would you want to work a whole year? Most jobs don't pay 30 grand a year, 40 grand a year, 50 grand a year. And I think to be in the top 1% of earners, it's like 100 grand a year or something. Most people don't earn that. Most people earn between 20 and 30 grand. which isn't a lot of money, especially in the day's economy. And then obviously in the future, money is just going to keep continuing to lose value constantly. The more they print, the poorer people get. So it devalues your buying power, your time. So that's never gonna stop. They can't. The money system's flawed. Eventually it ends. It crashes or something. Eventually they go fucked. It happens to all currencies. There's no getting away from it. It will happen to the US dollar eventually. It will happen to the Great British Pound. It will happen to the Euro. So, once you actually start learning how to read charts and understanding how they work and function and what their function is in society and the world, it opens your eyes to how manipulated the world actually is, and why the charts exist, why forex exists, and just how it's used to. I guess some people refer to it as a matrix, so it's part of the matrix. It's just used to manipulate economies and purchasing power and inflation and tariffs and gold and silver and commodities. It's just that's how the world runs. It's all for purchasing power and strength of currencies and the economies in it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Most people don't care and they don't see it. They're in their own wee bubble and they're just fucking doing their own thing. But once you actually become a trader and you realise this, it kind of opens your eyes to just how fucked up things actually are. But again, you can't do nothing about it. You can make money, that's all you can do. You can outpace inflation by making more money than inflation itself. So as I was saying, like, most people earn between 25 and 30 grand, and there's still people earning 10, 15 grand a year, which is not a lot of money. So my mate was telling me the other day he spends 600 quid a month on fags, cigarettes. 600 quid a month on cigarettes, man. And I'm like, no wonder you're skint. He's always asking me for money. You know what I mean? It's like 600 quid a month on fags. I was like, that, fuck's sake, man. And then he's got his other expenses, but he'd be much better off if he didn't spend 600 quid on fucking fags. Gave it up. You know what I mean? They're like 18 quid, 20 quid a packet. So most people earn between the low end 15 grand and 30 grand. And then you've got your top 1% of earners, which is about 100 grand or something like that, close to that. So, back to the point. The guy I was watching said he's going round in circles. So he's probably a break-even trader. He's got about 6 months to a year left before he realises his errors. I can't mind his YouTube channel. But I'll post a link in his channel so you can see it. You can watch my video. So my advice to him would be to, I don't really know his model, but he's risking. He was trading a $5,000 account. He's risking very little on it. I think he said it was 0.05 or something. Which obviously it's percent based, so I don't know what that would be in terms of percent on a 5k account. Probably 0.5% maybe. But he really should be risking the full percent on these setups and getting to break even as soon as risk free basically on the trade. So I think also if he focused on a setup that delivers, it delivers 2R, but he's got it will deliver 2R at least, but it can deliver 3, 4, 5, it can deliver 10R, it can deliver belters of trades, but you don't need that. All you need to aim for and focus on is a 2 or 3R, that's it. But he was going for like, his stop loss was like 20 pips, 25 pips, and he's going for 100 pips on setups that are no. I was looking at his charts and I can see my setup in his charts, and I know that he's not going to get the 100 pips at it, but I can see my 2 or 3R in it, and he would have got that if he just targeted the 2 or 3R. So he's kind of, I guess it comes under greed, try to aim for too much and day too much. Obviously if you scale up your accounts, so if you go for a 5 grand to a 50 grand or a 100 grand, the percentages are still the same, but you know, like trading a 5 grand account, you'll only make 25 quid, 25 euro, $25 or $100. Whereas if you're trading like a 10 grand or 15 grand, you can aim for less pips and make the same. So on a 10 grand account, if you're going for a 1-to-1, your stop loss is 10 pips and your take profits 20 pips. That's a 1-to-2. So if your stop loss is 10 pips, your take profits 10 pips, that's a 1-to-1. So there's 100. If you go for a 1-to-2, 10 pip stop loss, 20 pip TP. 1-to-3, 10 pip stop loss, 30 pip TP. So you're making your 100, your 200, your 300 with less pips. So he was going for 100 pips to make $100, which you're very unlikely to get, especially on setups that don't deliver that. If he changes, I know he's in a strategy hop, but I don't know exactly what strategy he was using. Something to do with fair value gaps and inverse fair value gaps, but he was missing time and price, and I could see my model in his setup on the exact bit that he took his trade, and he lost it, but I would have TP'd. He took it in the 15-minute fair value gap, and he managed to lose that trade, but I would have been at least I would have been 2-3R and then it would have TP'd. But he's gone for 100 pips, and I think it went back to probably break even. So on my channel there is the trades that I take is the setups that I take. I'll post a bit more in depth about the setup that I use. To be honest, I've been trading for 3 years and it's the best thing that I've seen that delivers. It becomes so clear. It's time based, it's day based, it's an actual real strategy that fucking works. And when I discovered this, it felt like a huge weight just lifted off my shoulders, and it's almost like you're gaining like a key to how price moves, and it's just what it is, you know what I mean, how it delivers. But again, it's not 100%, it can't be 100%. There is times and days that if you take it, it will fail. So you need to be prepared for that. You need to look for the right days, the right conditions to actually trade this setup. But once you see it, it's just an eye opener, and then the more you trade it, the more you understand it, the more you get used to how it forms and what it looks like, what it can look like, what it should look like. It's just like that's my setup. That's what I'm trading for life. So I'll do a video on that once I'm back on the charts. quite busy next week doing some other things, because I do work as well. I've got a van, I do my own things. I like doing my own work, being self-employed and looking after myself rather than working for the man, as they say, the rat race, 9 to 5 bullshit. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I'll post this on the guy's page, and then I'll keep kind of updating with the setup that I trade and how we can kind of improve his mindset and look for like a path that's pretty much clearer. So I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Take care.